Innovative transportation systems and smart cities are being built all over Africa to help boost economies and trade opportunities. From ports to railways, these huge infrastructure projects are boosting the entire African economy. In today's video, we'll learn about 12 huge infrastructure projects that are changing the whole of Africa. Here are the 12 mega-infrastructure projects. 1. The first high-speed rail line in Egypt. In January 2021, plans were made public for Egypt's first high-speed rail line. A 600-mile network will include the 286-mile line. The first phase, which is 460 kilometers long and will have 15 stations, will be finished in 2 years. The value of the whole high-speed rail network is 19 billion euros. The first high-speed line will be 460 kilometers long and will connect the growing cities of El Alamein on the Mediterranean Sea to Ain Sokhna on the Red Sea. It will also go through the new administrative capital, which is still being built. The line will also be able to move freight, which will help the region's economy grow even more. 2. Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the most oil-rich countries in Africa, but its refineries are only using a small part of their capacity. Not only is it bad for the economy, but Nigeria also has a lot of power outages because of the lack of fuel. But Aliko Dangote, who is the wealthiest person in Africa, is building an oil refinery that he says will solve Nigeria's fuel problem. The new Dangote Petroleum Refinery will be the largest in Africa. It will cover 2,635 hectares and be able to process 650,000 barrels of oil per day. Dangote wants to make Nigerian crude oil worth $11 billion a year by making a market for it. This year is when the refinery is likely to open. 3. Lekki Deep Sea Port in Lagos. The goal of projects like Lagos's Lekki Deep Sea Port is to make African cities more competitive business hubs on a global scale. The multipurpose port will be the deepest in sub-Saharan Africa. It will help Nigeria expand its business operations in West Africa and its ability to trade around the world. It is made to handle 4 million metric tons of dry goods per year. The Chinese Development Bank gave the project a loan of $629 million, and the China Harbor Engineering Company is investing $221 million in the port. The port is expected to bring in $361 billion in revenue and create up to 170,000 new jobs. The port should be done by 2022. Right now, work is being done on the breakwater. 4. Egypt's new administrative capital. Egypt is building a new administrative capital about 28 miles 45 km east of Cairo. The $58 billion project, which began in 2015, is meant to be a place where the government and the finance industry can work together. Egypt hopes that some of the 20 million people who live in Cairo will move to the new city, which has room for 6.5 million people. The iconic tower, which will soon be Africa's tallest building, will be one of many skyscrapers in the city. A 100-kilometer monorail project that will cost $4 billion and connect Cairo and the new city was just announced. 5. Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD. One of Africa's biggest infrastructure projects is the ambitious Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD. The $5 billion dam will be built on the Blue Nile River near Ethiopia's border with Sudan. It will make 6,000 megawatts of electricity each year. The goal of the project is to make Ethiopia the biggest hydroelectric exporter in Africa. But the dam has caused trouble from the beginning. The Blue Nile is one of the two sources of the River Nile. It provides 85% of the water that flows north through Sudan and Egypt to the Mediterranean. Egypt and Sudan, which get their water from the river, have had control over the river in the past because of agreements made during the colonial era. However, Ethiopia's dam could change this. Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt are still in talks, but they have not yet come to an agreement. 6. Walvis Bay. Walvis Bay is the largest commercial port in Namibia. Every year, 5 million tons of cargo go through it. A 5-year, $300 million project has helped the port more than double the number of container units it can handle and cut down on the time ships have to wait. It's said that its new container terminal, which is being built on 40 hectares of reclaimed land, will be fully functional by September 2020. 7. Egypt's Suez Canal. In 2015, Egypt spent $8 billion to expand the Suez Canal so that it could be used for more trade. The investment has paid off, as revenue has gone up by 4.7%. The Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Halil said in September 2020 that $1.1 billion has been set aside to improve the Suez Canal project in 2021. This could mean that the canal will be widened even more. As one of the country's main sources of income, the canal is important for economic growth in the next 10 years. 4 tunnels would go under the canal, and the equipment would be updated. 8. Eko Atlantic Project. In 2009, the Eko Atlantic Project, which will cost a lot of money and change Lagos, Nigeria's biggest city, will be finished. The new financial hub is on 10 square kilometers of reclaimed land and has room for up to 300,000 people to live and 150,000 people to commute every day. But there have been worries that the building of Eko Atlantic is causing erosion along the coast and could make nearby areas more likely to flood. 9. Konza Technological City. Konza Technological City is still being built, but it will be where Kenya's growing tech scene will be based. The 5,000-acre city is the main project of Kenya 2030 Vision, a plan to boost economic growth in the tech and communications sector. It is only 37 miles from the capital city of Nairobi. Slow progress has been made on the project, but China has given it more than $666 million, and the Chinese telecoms giant Huawei will build the project's data center. Plans for the future include integrating smart city technology, like sensors on the roads that make traffic flow better. 10. Kenya Standard Gauge Railway. The Kenya Standard Gauge Railway is Kenya's biggest infrastructure project since it got its independence in 1963. It is meant to connect Kenya's main cities and, in the future, countries that are close by. The first 300-mile 482-kilometer section of the road between the city of Mombasa on the coast and Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, was finished in 2017. At an average speed of 74 miles 120 kilometers per hour, the train ride between the two cities now takes only 4 hours instead of 12. The Chinese company China Road and Bridge Corporation CRBC built the $3.8 billion project. China Exim Bank paid for 90% of the cost. 11. Phase 2 of the Standard Gauge Railway Project. Phase 2 of the Standard Gauge Railway Project, which connects Nairobi and Naivasha, a popular tourist town near Hell's Gate National Park and Mount Longonot National Park, opened to passengers in 2019. Exim Bank also helped pay for and build the $1.5 billion project, which was built by CRBC. Extensions of the current line are still being thought about for the next few years. There are plans for lines that would connect to Ethiopia, Uganda, and South Sudan, as well as more lines within Kenya. 12. Lagos-Kano Standard Gauge Railway in Nigeria. The Lagos-Kano Standard Gauge Railway in Nigeria will stretch 1,678 miles, 2,700 kilometers from the port city of Lagos to the city of Kano in the north, near the border with Niger. This is another ambitious railroad project. The railway will carry both people and goods. Its goal is to help the economy. China Civil Engineering Construction Company CCECC is building the project, which is partly being paid for by Exim Bank. The first section, between Abuja and Kaduna, was finished in 2016, and the second section, from Lagos to Ibadan, will start testing in December 2020. What do you think about the 12 infrastructure projects? Will these projects change the whole of Africa's economy? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.